So today we're really excited for this video because it's one of the first things that we cook and prepare together. Today we're gonna do limber, which is like a Puerto Rican pasticle. Hello, my name is Shabrska.
Hello, my name is Sandra and I am Somali.
In this kitchen and channel, the secret ingredient is love. All the ingredients, equipment, and utensils that I'm gonna be using to prepare this recipe, I'm gonna leave it on the description box down below. Let's start preparing these recipes.
So the first one that we're gonna prepare is the most popular one, which is the cream one. First, we're gonna put evaporated milk, a can, into a container. And we're gonna use the same can to measure our water. We're gonna put equal parts. You can put more water, but I wanted them extra creamy, so I didn't add a lot of water into it. Then I added half a cup of sugar and a little bit more. The exact amount is in the description box down below. Then I add around 2 tablespoons of vinyl extract, and I added between a tablespoon and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Once you mix it all together and the sugar is dissolved, you're going to taste it and see if it needs more sugar to your taste. Mine needed more sugar, so I end up using a whole cup of sugar for this limber. You notice I'm using a spoon, a wooden spoon to mix it. I'm not using a whisk because if you use a whisk, you're going to incorporate too much air to it and you don't want that. After all the sugar is dissolved and you like the taste of it, you can put it and portion it. You can portion it into your containers. Traditionally used in a 7-ounce cup, but you cannot find those here with lids, so I'm using instead a 5-ounce cup that I found one of the stores that has lids. After I portion it, you guys are not gonna notice that I put the lid. Be really careful when you put the lid. Wisdom is talking right now, and I have break so many cups trying to put the lids on the cup. Once you have them completely portioned and you put the lid on, or if you decide not to put the lid on, it's okay. It's just the lid prevents that the limber absorb all the flavors from your freezer. You're gonna put it in your freezer. Depending on the freezer that you have is how long it's gonna take to freeze, or depending how big the cup is. For this instance, it didn't take long for them to freeze because it's a small cup. Now we're gonna do the coconut limber. Traditionally it's done only with coconut milk, but I use reduced fat coconut milk. That's what I found on the store, so I decided to add coconut cream to it, which is already sweetened. Also, if you guys want me to open a coconut and make coconut milk from scratch, let me know in the comments down below and I will teach you how to do that too, and how to use the whole coconut product so nothing goes to waste. After you add your cream and your coconut, I added cinnamon and I added a cup and a half of water to this mixture. Before I added the sugar, I mixed all the ingredients together to see how sweet it tasted and so I could know how much sugar to add to this limber. Again, this is the same example. If you use a whisk, you're gonna incorporate too much air. Use a spoon or a wooden spoon, even better, to mix this mixture. I only use for this recipe half a cup of sugar, I think. I'm doubting myself. Now I added more. Thing is that once you freeze it, you're not gonna be able to taste how sweet it is, so you want to have it more on the sweeter side than not so sweet side. The same as the other one, once you mix all your ingredients together and the sugar dissolve, it's really important that the sugar is dissolved. Otherwise, when you start portioning, all the sugar is gonna be in the bottom. You're gonna start portioning them. These ones, I noticed that because I used coconut cream in it, they were a lot creamier, and the coconut flavor was more intense when I make them only with coconut milk. They were really good. And again, once you portion it, if you're using lids and you put the lid on, you can put them in the freezer and wait until they freeze. Last but not least, we're gonna do the passion fruit limber. Passion fruit is super refreshing, it lowers your blood pressure, and it tastes so good. So I use a package of passion fruit puree because it's really difficult to find fresh passion fruit here where I am. It gives you almost the same result. And I use the same amount of water for now to do this ones. This puree is really intense. Passion fruit is kind of bitter, it's really acid, so you're gonna use more sugar than the other two to make the limber of passion fruit. If I recall correctly, you're gonna see that I use 1.5 cups of sugar. And I added more water too. I just saw it. I just see it. I just saw it. Yeah, I just saw it. The same, even though it's less ingredients, the ingredient list is shorter. You're gonna mix until the sugar dissolves. In this one, it doesn't matter if you use a whisk to make the process faster because this doesn't foam like the other ones. When I tasted it, it was a little bit bitter still, so I added more water to it. Once you taste it and you like the flavor and the sugar is completely dissolved, you can portion them like the rest of them. And you're gonna put it on the freezer and wait until it froze so you can enjoy. Mama and I used to have a business. We used to sell so many of them. We used to sell like 100 a week back home. So this is how the limbers look once they're done. The first one is the cream one. Middle is passion fruit, last is coconut. They're so good. I recommend you to do this recipe. If you're Puerto Rican, it will bring you back to childhood. And let's see what mommy thinks, because this is the first time that I do them without her. We used to make this recipe together back home, and it just brings really good memories. Let's see what she thinks about my limber. Let's see if I graduated.
So Mom, let's see if I graduated, because this is the first time I do them without you. So let's start with cream.
Very creamy. The touch of cinnamon. I don't think work. What is this?
Coconut. These recipes are really legendary. It has been passed through generations. My great grandmother used to make them, and that's how Mommy learned to make them.
Delicious.
Coconut very good. Tastes like tembleque.
Yes. Taste this in this summer.
Yeah, this is a great dish to do during the summer. This is when they usually sell them in Puerto Rico because it's so hot, it's so refreshing. Now I'm gonna taste passion fruit. Passion fruit is great fruit.
Let me taste the passion.
It lowers your blood pressure, so it's great to add to your diet. So refreshing too.
It is fresh.
It's refreshing. Really refreshing. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you want me to do a second part of this video, remember me and mommy knows how to make a lot of different flavors of limbers. We used to have a little business back home of limbers. Leave your comments down below and I will make a second part. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe.
Yes.
And if you really did love this video, don't forget to share it. Mommy and I will see you next week with another video. See you later.
Yes, I see you next week.
Bye.